So what's your name gonna be, man?
Rainman.
Rainman is back with Little Miss Sunshine.
Rainman, Rainman, oh, Rainman, Rainman.
Everybody say, it's the Rainman, can we have a rainy day and make it rain? I throw up more cash and change the forecast. Your boyfriend is lame, I make it rain on ya.
Drop at the Rolex, I just ran out of money. I need to borrow 50,000 cash.
Make it rain.
Come.
Got money, and you know it, and show it and know it.
Took a lick in the mirror, said what's up,
I was splurging on trees, but when I get my car back activated.
Okay, so let's investigate the definition or meanings behind the name of Baal. So Baal means owner, lord, and husband.
Mm-hmm. Isaiah describes the relationship with God as the husband. And, so it's interesting that they're counterfeiting that.
To address one thing too, because this comes up a lot, people are like, when you say Lord, you're saying Baal. Like if you call the word Lord in the English, it means master. So if you're calling if you know that you serve Yahweh and you say he's my Lord, you're not saying he's my Baal, you're saying he's my Lord and master. But the word Baal is a generic word for the word Lord. I don't know, some people get hung up on some of that stuff, and it really just causes
Yeah. It's similar to the word teacher, because in the Hebrew times they said master. And if you get caught, you can call someone your master that's evil as well. But teacher is not a bad word in itself.
Right.
Master is not, nor is husband or lord. So he also had the symbols of being a bull, a goat, a ram, half human, half goat and bull, whatever you want, mixed in there. And we have some depictions there from the Baphomet.
Now, is Moloch and Baal one and the same? Because I
Yes.
always heard that was Moloch.
I'm glad you brought that up, because we're going to visit the many names of Baal or Satan. We'll just put them all in the same category because he masquerades as so many different gods. And of course, he sets up different demons and in charge of each different god and each different lust and temptation, principalities, if you will. He's got a hierarchy that works that way. Wiccans will tell you that. They know which principality to work with if they're trying to get you to do certain things. Anyway, getting back to this, he is the god of fertility, the weather, rain, especially. Rainman is one of his names. We're going to dive into that in the next few minutes. Wind, lightning, seasons, war, and soldiers.
What about prosperity?
Yes. So that is huge. It's not listed in here. I got some of these names from Exposing the Music Industry film, which, please go and watch that.
Yeah. The whole thing's good.
Yeah. Parts 1 through 10. Don't miss one. I got these other definitions here actually from a Wiccan website, and it says Baphomet, humanoid goat creature, most notably figures in Satanism. Official logotype for the Church of Satan, inverted Baphomet's head is a pentagram. It is Beelzebub in demonology, also known as Satan. So as it pertains to using the name Rainman, this is something, or referring to rain, it would be given as an individual's name. You could say, I am Rainman, no matter what gender you are, to try to pay homage to Baal so that he will bless your life with fame, money, prosperity.
Yeah, it's the same as all these people. We've talked about this a lot, but Satan offered Jesus all the kingdoms of the world. He's the God of this world. He can give you all these riches and everything, but these are all temporal things. Store not your treasures here on earth, but store your treasures in heaven, because you can't take any of it with you. It's all going to burn one day.
Right.
And but these people who have taken that offer, a lot of celebrities, whether they're basketball players, musicians, whatever, you'll see them throw those signs up with their hands, the 666, the horns, and they'll just sit there and flash them back to back. And you're like, why are they doing that? I've literally seen like LeBron or somebody. He's not even looking at the camera. The camera's out, and he's just looking kind of up and just like flashing. He's just like, what is he doing? But he's just giving allegiance, just like we would be praying, like, God, help me do this thing, speak through me.
The more times that you can actually pay homage through symbols, through whatever you do, and say, the more it's said that you are going to be blessed with fame and fortune. You call on Rainman or rain, meaning that someone, in reference to someone who offers abundant blessings from above, someone who likes to make it rain, meaning here's how we get into symbolism here. I'm reading from that area, throwing money on strippers or towards strippers, usually carrying a lot of cash in his hand, ready to throw. Someone who can give you any woman or man you desire. Someone who can make you rich or famous. The Rain Man symbolism can be shown in several ways, but mainly in pop and hip hop music, it is shown by throwing money or having money appear to be coming down from above. So Rain Man is, as we're connecting the dots, Baphomet or the devil. And they will use the words Rain Man, rain, umbrella, Ella, and A. For some reason, those are like the key terms for you invoking Rain Man.
Yeah. I think it's also important to know, like in the Bible, when we have the stories of Baal, Israel, you know, in the years of Elijah, they were worshiping Baal, and they were saying that the rain came from Baal, you know, and stuff. And so it's interesting to see like that, where this comes from and what it actually means, because it's weird that we still have that problem in our culture.
How sensitive should we be? Because you're saying keywords to invoke the Rain Man, which is the devil. So like something like Ella, if someone has a pet or a child and they want to name, and you're calling that person that name, how sensitive should we be as a culture? Even within the song, there's a lot of repetition. So when you're talking about invoking or evoking something, and casting spells and all these things, there is a lot of repetition that goes into that. So context does matter. I don't know definitively if like calling, as if that's a nickname someone has or a pet. Oh no, don't know. But in the context of a song, and it's a posture of worship or a chant, you know, that I'm
glad you brought that up. Context, I think, is important.
It is.
So the context of how this is brought out, if your child is named Ella, I don't think that's like, you know, you're evoking Satan.
No,
so yes, the
What
context.
if your kid's name is Lucifer?
Well, don't call him Lucy.
And it's a whole package, because in her music video, as the chorus is being sung, the visual is her in rain. And the thing is, someone watching this, you're like, oh, that makes sense, because the song is umbrella, and what do you use umbrellas for? In rain. But putting all these elements together, oh man, so intentional.
Dude, that thing goes so deep, man. Like the rain splashes on her stomach specifically, and they're talking about fertility, and then like when it splashes at the screen, it makes a Baphomet symbol, a rain shape. Dude, it's there's no accidents in graphic design, I'll tell you that. As a graphic designer myself, it might like, whoops, I accidentally made a Baphomet head fly at the screen. Like, it just doesn't happen.
When you know, if you look up, like you've heard, they sign their name in blood and this contract and everything. That I kind of deep dived into that one time, and it is the Rain Man that they're actually selling their soul to, that they're signing this contract to.
Wow.
We make movies about it. There was a movie about some rock band I don't remember the name of that. But it was like, look, if they're making movies about it, everybody knows about it. Why do people talk about it? You know, it's like, there's got to be some truth to this. I think that there's enough evidence.
You know, if Satan has so many different names, you know, nobody's going to sign their name in a contract with Satan. Oh, I say nobody, but there are some people. But what if his name is Sony?
Right.
Or EMI? You know, like, okay, so there's like major corporations that have different sub names. Like there's Disney, and then there's Buena Vista or whatever. Like, what if you're signing your name in a contract with Sony, but the one who owns that is Satan himself?
I think it's like ministries. You got all these different ministries, which are different facets, but really they're behind the scenes, right? We're all trying to, at least the ones that are wanting to follow the Bible, are all trying to operate underneath what God wants, you know, for the church to have, right? I think the devil's just counterfeiting that. He's got his ministries, and these are his ministries. Yep. These are his ministers.
I think so, especially as that connects to John Todd's story again. He was put in charge of the entire Capitol Records company, I think, under the Illuminati and the council that he was on. So that.
Yeah, I love that clip. He goes, parents come up to him and say, how many demons do you have in your home? How many demons how do I know if I have demons in my home? He goes, go home and count your records. That's how many demons you got.
Yeah, man. It's a big spiritual warfare.
Well, and I feel like it's pertinent to bring this up because we're just, first looking at his name and in the music industry. We're going to go so much deeper, but again, this brings us to why do we want to look into this? Why? Because for one, we care about other generations. We care about our children. We care about where the world is going. And we've almost dealt with it with white gloves on, straight jackets and proper language and political correctness and everything. I don't know why, or sidestepped it altogether, some of these topics, because we just don't want to touch on them. I don't know. But we have to address them. This is why. Because it's blatant. It's in your face. And when you're, especially the youth, the children, if they're in a home where they're never exposed to it as well, about what's going to come at you. When Satan comes at you, he comes at you. You're going to experience it. How do you deal with it?
If you like this video, like, subscribe,
and hit the notification bell so you know when we launch new videos.
And drop a comment below, and we'll try to get back to you if we can.
What? Say that again.
No.
No, I don't know what to say.